present yourself, please?
1 minute, please. Talking the door. Next person.
No problem. Mateus, can you?
Yes, hi guys, good morning. My name is Matthews. I'm a developer and I'm here for improve my English because about a few weeks ago I had to interview in English and not so bad. And I understand now I improve my English ASAP. So I'm here for that. Nice to meet you all.
That's great. That's great. Felipe, what about you?
So I studied English for a long time since I was a kid, but I don't have much of the opportunity to practice a lot. And I found this website, this meeting from a suggestion from LinkedIn. And now I'm just here to practice a little, talk with you guys and practice our English.
Great, you are in the right place. And you, Janiele?
Hi, I am, my nickname is Jenny. I stay in Cape Town, South Africa now. I study English here, but I stay in pre-intermediate. I need to talk to other people for learning more expression, words, and that's it.
And the South African accent is not that easy.
Not.
They talk fast.
My teacher is Britain, you know? British, yes. I understand a little bit when you speak, but in their city, other people, shop mall, I don't understand the people say.
You get used to
Very difficult, very accent. Yes.
the accent, yeah. Yasmin?
Hello, so my name is Yasmin, I'm 20 years old, I live in São Paulo, I work as a teacher, and I'm here to improve my English too, and that's it.
Yeah, finally, Bruna.
Hello guys, good morning. I live in São Paulo, I am 27, I work as a teacher too, and also as a community manager. And I don't know, it's always a pleasure to be here. I love your Tamis meetings, and that's it.
So, thank you, everyone. We will start with the question number 2. What images come to your mind when you hear the word virus? Mateus, I love your face expressions. It's like good things, just good things. Yeah, it's nice. Anyway, let's start with you, Felipe.
Oh, not really good images come from the word virus, but I guess I just remember a lot of the last 2 years when we had all the stuff going on the COVID crisis, and not really good images come from that, to be honest.
Yeah. For me, it's like face masks, face covers, and washing. What can I say? Washing the goods, the groceries. And yeah, I hate it so much. Mateus, what about you?
Well, what comes to my mind is the one day, specific day, when I stop and see everything around me stop. My school stop, my college stop, my work stop, and everything. My routine stop. I feel like a broken clock. That image comes to my mind right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this day. One week before I was in London, and people were joking about like coronavirus, and like one week later, just everything locked down. And anyway, Yasmin, about you?
I don't know, but the first image that comes to my mind is like a little bug, a little green bug, you know. So, and that it's something really bad, just that. But what comes to my mind is like what the people put like in cartoons, things like this, you know, related to virus.
Interesting. That's interesting. Bruna.
Yeah, it's interesting what you said about like people like virus and everything, because I can see myself saying it will be just 15 years, and then it will be 40 years and then I don't know, we spent so long at home, so but I think the first thing would be the vaccines, like um and of course this terrible period, and also this feeling that we don't know what is yet to come, like what can happen nowadays. The cases are increasing, and we are like, we need to keep wearing masks, like the recommendations are to keep wearing the masks. So it seems things are going back, and so it's really, really weird, this feeling like, are we, I know we are getting, it's getting better because of the vaccines, but at the same time we still need to be careful. So it's worrying,
Yeah, I don't feel this, not here. So maybe in Brazil, in Brazil's kind of worse because, yeah, we know why. But here I feel like people just, I was thinking about this today, like I thought I would never come back to my old habits. Like I will always wear mask. No, I'm not wearing mask. I'm always wash my groceries. I'm not doing anymore. I'm not doing. So the only thing I do is like washing a lot my hands and use the alcohol gel, the gel, and that's it. And then of course I'm vaccinated, as everyone, almost everyone. But normal life again. And you, Janielle?
I remember crowded hospital, full people in hospital, and people die. Sad images for the virus. That's it. Very sad. The situation is very terrible. And now in South Africa, the vaccination not a high percent, middle percent. In here, I use the mask every day. In Brazil, not necessary more, no? But here is necessary. Every place put a mask in the face because the vaccination not high here.
Interesting. This, no, it's bad, but it's interesting. Like I'm considering from my point of view, and I think everywhere is the same. But yeah. So the number two, the second question actually, number three. What was or is the negative impact of coronavirus in your life? And what about the positive impact? If have some positive, if have just negative. For me, negative. lockdown, solitude, loneliness. I gained weight. I was depressed, and yeah, pretty much that. I couldn't see my family, but the positive impact was TNT. I've learned English. I improved as an artist, as a textile artist, a lot, like far superior now. And I became bored too much, and then I could become more creative. So I feel more creative because I was bored many times and I couldn't do anything about it. So I had a lot of positive impact, unfortunately, but yeah, I do. So Bruna, what about you?
Yeah, negative impact. I don't know. The good things were that I started doing therapy. I started doing psychologic therapy and speech therapy. I don't know. I think I got better also in my teaching skills, mainly online, because it got so much easier for me to teach online and to understand how to deal with this environment. What else? Bad stuff. A lot of people died, right? We are still afraid. I am still afraid of going to some places like concerts, or to crowded places. And I don't know. I think I became shy, to talk to other people, and I'm more introverted around like people I don't know. And I don't remember to be this way before the pandemic. I thought I was more extroverted. That's it.
Yeah, we are losing our social skills. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Felipe, what about you?
So I guess there's a lot of negative stuff, losing some close ones on our families and friends, and that's not really really great. I guess it's one of the worst things of the pandemic. And the lockdown, anxiety, being bored at my home. Actually, there I was living with my parents, so we had to share a house with a lot of people all the time, which was not our routine before of the isolation. But the good part, it was that I started to work remotely, and I still work remote then. And I guess it was a really break of paradigm in the work world here in Brazil, because now a lot of people can work remotely, and before pandemic it was like a dream stuff, it was not really common. And that said, I breaking in the technology world too, that I started work with technology, and it was a great thing for me, that part of the pandemic.
A lot of things changed and impact our lives in one or other ways. And for you, Yasmin?
Maybe the negative impact was that I lost some people, but yeah, in the positive, I learned how to do things alone. So now I go to every place alone, and I don't wait my friends to do things, So I just do alone, and maybe that I could improve my job. I could publish more things about the things that I do. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah. And Janiele, what about you?
The negative impact for me, similar Bruna, I am introspective, and I am more anxiety, I don't know, anxiety. And positive is home office. No, it's not traffic in the street. I could learn more things by internet.
I don't know what is traffic anymore. I've worked outdoors after last year, but for me it was so so good. Like I'm talking to people. I like it because of course with all the procedures and the thing, but it was like, for me it was like how can I say, like go to Disney, because I could use my English, my Spanish, the things I learned after the pandemic. So for me it was nice, like test myself outside. It was really, really good. Mateus?
Well, the negative impact, well, I could start to read my list because it's long. But I think the principal topic here is my anxious. It's really bad. Um, I now I need to go to therapy. I lose my social skills because in the beginning of the pandemic, I was in the college. I started my adult life. I started to go to parties. I started to know people, and this is going down. And now when someone invite me to some party or something like that, I think I don't know how to socialize it anymore. I'll stay home with my Netflix. Okay, thank you, but no. And when I hang out with someone, when I like it, I feel, what the fuck I was talking about this person. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. And I just frozen and I just talk anymore. I just stay home. So I don't have a positive impact. If I have, I research because I don't see it.
What about TNT?
Well, you got a point. You got a point. Yeah, I start to prove my English. Yeah.
Charles, what happened with you?
Need to go now, and I only say goodbye for the guys. And
Okay.
sorry for jumping this room. Bye
No
for
problem.
now.
Well,
Bye.
bye. Okay. I would say something else, but I forgot. Anyway, let's skip to the number 6. Okay. Do you agree with the Japanese authorities' decision to not allow spectators at the Tokyo Olympic Games? Why or why not? If someone agrees, some disagree. Jamie, do you agree with this?
Number 4.
Number 6.
Number 6. I don't know. I don't know. What is alone?
Allow is like permit people doing, or allow things.
I don't agree.
Why not?
Because the life the people put in risk the life the people. I think the segurança need put in first place.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but they didn't allow the audience, but they allowed all the staff. So yeah. Mateus, and you?
Yeah, I agree with no, I don't agree with, especially the Olympic Games in Tokyo, because the people in Tokyo have to be protests in this in this epoch, because they're not to the virus is still in the high level in there, and the people don't agree with the Olympic Games because the government is to be so tough with the people, invade your homes, being so violent with them. So I don't agree with even the specters, but even Tokyo Olympic Games too.
Yeah. Felipe, what's your opinion?
Well, I guess permitting the games to occur was controversial, but I guess in some levels it was okay. But restraining people going to the places and see the games actually there, it was a great decision, I think, because it was no real need for people to be there. And I know that's the downside of people already bought the tickets, booked flights, booked their trip to Tokyo. But in terms of the virus control there, I guess was a good decision to not allow people there to watch the game, since it was being streamed and it was aired on TV channels and so on. It was okay.
Yeah, but I agree as well. I think they shouldn't allow as they did, but at the same time, it made the games more boring. I don't know, because when you have the audience there, there's like more, But of course, there was a good reason for it. Bruna.
Yes, I agree. I think it's part of safety and security of the athletes. But I totally agree with you that it's not that energetic and exciting, when there aren't anybody to watch, So when there isn't anybody to watch. And yeah, that's it. I think it was a good decision, and it was important. That's it.
Yeah, sure. Yasmin, what about you?
Yeah, I totally agree. But like we have the other side that people spend money to be there too. So maybe if they give other opportunity for these people to go there in another time. So, but I think it was a nice decision to make. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was good because it could control the virus. So I totally agree.
Yeah, but I think about people who bought the tickets, like why if was before, okay, before the pandemic, okay, but if you bought after the pandemic, you're kind of not very smart. I don't know, because maybe they should just give the money back or something. I know it's not the same thing, but I don't know. Yeah. So let's go to the number 7. What are the advantages and disadvantages of vaccine passports? I think it's only advantage. All advantages. Advantage you're not how can I say, socialize with the people who didn't get the vaccine, got the vaccine. So many things. I think it's all good. Maybe someone have some maybe there are some disadvantage. Bruna, do you think there are some disadvantage?
For the ones who didn't get vaccinated, yes, because they can't go to some places, but I don't know. I think it's something that may happen is you got vaccinated and you need to carry the stuff, I don't know how to call it, the card, like proving that you got vaccinated. I know this is the only way for people to know that you got vaccinated, but if you forget this passport at home, and I don't know if your cell phone is if your 4G is not working, or if you don't have internet connection to access the passport, this may be something negative, but I don't know if the way they are checking it if it were different, maybe it would be better, but I don't know, it's hard to control too, so this may be another disadvantage.
Yeah, but I think it's any document, if you don't have a copy, or if you don't have the like a passport, like normal passport, if you don't have, you can travel. You can, you just don't, you just that's it. So you have to have in your hand, on your hands, the real thing, the actual thing, the actual passport. So I don't know, for me, I can't see any disadvantage.
You're right.
It's keeping me away from the stupid people, in my opinion. Maybe people don't get vaccine because they have some health condition as well, but I forgive them. Philippe, what about you?
So I guess it's mostly advantages too, because all that you guys already had said. So it's more safer for people to be outside because it's like proving that people are already vaccinated. As Atami said, it could be bad for people who couldn't take the vaccine for some healthy condition, but I guess the government could do something about that, some, I don't know, tickets or receipt saying, oh, this person could take the vaccine, so it's okay. Maybe, I don't know how we could handle this, but there is a way. And yeah, I guess it's mostly advantage too. I don't see much of a disadvantage about it.
Anyone see any disadvantage? Okay, but tell me the advantage. So, Mateus.
Well, the advantage, I can sleep well in my flight. When I take a flight a few days ago, there is a woman, a Karen, more specifically, a Karen, doing your show, because I buy my ticket. It's here. You can avoid me and take this plan. And I say, oh, sorry, lady, you spend your money. And I go to the flight. But I still am very comfortable when I in a flight and people are without mask because it's a closed environment. So it's make me still make me freak.
Yeah, and you think the air there is not being renovated.
Yeah, it's no air
Like,
in there.
it's like, yeah.
The pressure. So the virus not going out.
Maybe they don't survive the pressure. They do. Unfortunately, they travel all the world in airplanes,
Yeah.
aircraft. Unfortunately. Janiele, what about you?
For me, only advantage vaccine passports because now I can other place, I can visit my family, I can visit my friends, and one disadvantage is a presentation documentation, but if we ship it in their in their arm for proof that your vaccination is okay.
Yeah, there are some countries they ask for your vaccine passport, and I'm talking about Europe, and there are other ones you have to do a test just before, like a PCR test before the travel. And yeah, so and some of other countries are asking for both things, so you have to be vaccinated.
The other alternative
and the PCR, yeah, it's like a test, your PCR test, and yeah, I think it have to be some alternative, because if you don't, like, you are excluding a lot of people from the common goal, right? Basically, right? Yasmin, and you?
Yeah, I think the advantages is that I will not deal with people that don't support vaccine. Maybe this is the advantage, that I don't need to deal with this kind of people. And the disadvantage is that I don't have a good memory. So I always forget things, and maybe sometimes I forgot the vaccine passport. So yeah, this is the disadvantage.
Yeah, I think they should have a way to check this online. Like you give your details and they can check that. Like I'm saying, airports and like, I don't know. Each country has its own system, but anyway. And you said you don't like to deal with people don't get vaccinated. My father. My father made a big campaign against the vaccine always in his life. So, but my mother, we threatened her to be vaccinated. She had like emotional threatening, so we did. We're not visiting you anymore, and this kind of things. And she, okay. At least one. So it's so the number 8. What did we learn with the coronavirus pandemic? If you learned something, like not personally, we think about, it can be personally, but about the world. We think the world learned something. Mateus, what the world learned? I see you doing this, and you're gonna answer.
I have to take my camera off sometimes. And well, what we learn, I think we learn our life, our society is so fragile, so fragile. We can disappear. We can't wait the sun exploded for us to disappear. Um, it's just another virus coming out and society is broken again. So I think we have to learn how to care more about our people, about our health system, about the peripheries, the people who not access for healthy. I think the people who most die in this pandemic is so associated about your or economic system or health system. So I think we have to learn more about them because in the future, if you have another pandemic and the damage is be more affected for our society.
Do you think the health system is associated to the response the government had to the pandemic? It's interesting because I disagree. Because Brazil, we have one of the best health system in the world. I think it's more about being, I don't think we learned anything. I think I learned that rich people will get the best, always. When I say the rich people, the rich countries. So we see, like Janiel just said, they still in a point of the pandemic in South Africa, very different from England, for example. I'm living my life freely here, have no problem. So yeah, it is increasing the numbers of case, like infections and things, but there's not people dying or going to the hospital because there's like I'm not saying England had a good response. I don't think so. I think they delayed a lot. But yeah. Yasmin.
In the country.
Go ahead, Matheus.
Sorry. Maybe in the beginning we have to stop the pandemic because they start in one country, and unfortunately Africa is a country with it's a not rich country for the perspective of the owner or other things. The people don't care if they start a new virus in Africa. So it's another virus. They have Ebola, variola. So that's another pandemic. So when the virus come out to European, they start to care about more. Né?
Yeah, after some old people and the Black people and poor people and immigrants died. Yeah, they cared about. But we are the front line. I don't know why I'm laughing, but yeah. Yasmin, what's your opinion?
Maybe that we need each other. I need that people get the vaccine to keep me alive too. So we need others' help. But I learned that I need to do what I want to do and don't care about others' opinion because I don't know if tomorrow I will be alive. So yeah, maybe these two things.
Yeah, as Matheus said, our lives are very fragile. So we are here, but some how can I say, not unseen, I don't know, something we cannot see, we cannot feel, just take our lives away. And like invisible enemy. Invisible enemy. Philippe.
So I guess one of the main learnings was that we should believe in support science, because all that we are, in England going back to normal, in Brazil a little slower pace, but still getting better too. It's that because of the vaccines and the science that we're working on it. So yeah, I guess supporting science is one of the biggest learnings that we could take all of the situation. And the other one, I really agree with our fellow Mateus and Yasmin, because we should enjoy our lives, and it's very fragile, very ephemeral, so we had to enjoy what the life has to give us. So yeah, I guess it's one of the biggest learning too, and that we should care more about ourselves in more holistic way, because all this situation we had with the mental issues and how can I say, social issues. I know we didn't care much of attention about it after the pandemic, and now before it, I guess we are caring a little bit more of the issues. So I guess people are caring more about mental issues and to be close with people that they love, and relating and enjoying more life. I guess it's one of the main learnings too.
Yeah. Just me being negative. Janiele.
I learned that a relationship is very important for humans. I learning listen to my mother, listen to my brother before, because run of day, they run routine. I forgot the talking with people, and pandemic did they talking more of the people. Online, yes, but I learning talking more the people, and I learned the health in Brazil system, SUS system, health system in Brazil is very important for the poor people, because in South Africa, in Cape Town, you pay for the health, you pay in the hospital, you pay education. I learned it. Very important, the people in Brazil.
Yeah, here in England we have public health system as well, but it's not that good. Brazil is much better. It is good. You can rely on that, but Brazil is like I did have
system is crowded, but
yeah,
is
same here.
okay, but free,
Yeah.
and whatever. Every people can in a hospital and talking about symptoms, and
Yeah.
the doctor whatever work at talking for people. Dots here not can't.
Yeah, here we have to wait a lot for anything. Like people say, it's a lot of queues in Brazil to get an appointment or something, but here, forget about it. It's like you cure yourself in your house first. But of course, if it's an emergency, if you go to the hospital, they will. But in Brazil, I don't know, the system's more careful. Like I don't know. I do prefer. And you, Bruna?
Really hard because the guy said everything. In this case, being the last one was difficult because they summarized pretty well. I think I will just say the highlights, like I really liked about what Felipe said about science, I think this, but at the same time, it's hard because I don't think everybody learned, maybe the ones who already believed in it, they kept believing in it, and the other ones just kept not believing in this, so in the stuff. So just like you said, I don't know if we learned a lot, maybe we learned about other stuff, like about ourselves, about to value our family and our friends, but at the same time, I don't know if it was everybody who like learned something good, or who are going to take nice stuff from it, so that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I believe in, because we are in the pandemic was that bad. It is that bad because many people were denying the science, for example, denying the importance of science, the knowledge, and there were a lot of groups like talking and mixing with the religious and things, and yeah, it is complicated. It was a fertile soil for a lot of conspiracy. So like people getting chips through the vaccine. Sorry, it's too much. But anyway, my dog has a chip. Maybe it's a chip, maybe because it get a lot of vaccines before. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, number 9. Imagine life in the future. Imagine life in the future. In what way you will live? In what way we will live differently? Do you think after? I know the pandemic is not over, but after it's over, do you think you will live differently? Because you said we learned something, I think, or not? Let's start with Janiele. Let's start with
you. Maybe the relationship in work changed. That, for example, I work in Brazil, but I live in Cape Town. This only possible because the change the work world, in the future, the works are more flexible, I think in the future is more common.
Yeah, you said something interesting, and it reminds me about the way we shop. Like in Brazil, I read some time ago, I don't remember when, that the online shop increased 60% after the lockdown. So it is a lot. It is a lot. Hello, you three. Child is left, you guys, abandoned, deserted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
He's a good guy. He's never meet him.
Yeah, he's nice.
It's to work to pay the bills.
Everyone has to do it. We can't run away from. Nondas, tell me something. In what way you live different after the pandemic, this last pandemic, coronavirus pandemic?
I was in the breakout room and I changed a lot of small habits, like blow the candy in the birthday. It's a little crazy after the pandemic, and the 5 seconds law, and it's changed a lot, because when something drop in the floor, I can't pick up anymore. So a lot of things about my character is too. Jefferson said about the being flexible and try to understand more the people, and I agree with him, and it's very important. I'm more I try to understand more now, because a lot of people it's getting hard days, and it's hard for everybody, and I changed a lot of small habits like this.
Yeah, I have to say I never ate the cake after someone blowing the candles. I really thought that was disgusting. What I used to do when I was a kid, since I was a kid, I used to eat the back part of the cake. The back part, and so you have a lot of thoughts of my fingers, and because I didn't like people blowing this saliva on the cake.
Yeah, it's hard.
Anyway,
it's hard.
But now we have a real reason to like now it's disgusting. So guys, we have the survey here, the feedback link, so you click there and you can evaluate this meeting. You can leave a comment. Okay, so if you want, please go there and evaluate, say what you for the first time with Janielle and Felipe, what, if you like it, if you don't like it, what do you, anyway, you are open to say anything you want. And for you guys too, if you come here from the with the free plan, we have another plan is a pro plan. In this you can subscribe, and you can use all the things the platform, the community offer, like French meetings, Spanish meetings, all English meetings, classes for beginners and intermediates, and you can have 10 meetings, if I'm not mistaken, 10 meetings, just one by one, two people in private, 10 meetings if you subscribe to the pro plan now. Okay, so you can find all the information in the website. Bruno, do you have the link of the
website?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Actually, I have to type, but I can do it.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
So
no problem.
This is the link. You can go there and find the best plan for you. Okay. Thank you very much. Don't forget the feedback, please. And